Boys Papier. Boys Papier.
Welcome back to Bars by BA, and I am BA. This your first time hanging out with us, your first time checking out the channel, go ahead and click that bell, man. Subscribe so you can get the latest content as it comes out. For those y'all who've been rocking with me since day one, for those y'all who've already subscribed to the channel, today you get a double fist bump. All right, so man, look, before we hop off into this thing, man, I just want to share with y'all a quick story. So the other day I was driving down the freeway, and this car in front of me was just swerving in my lane. It was going from lane to lane, and I'm looking, and I'm like, man, what the heck, bro? So I had to make a decision. Do I sit back and let this car keep swerving in my lane, or do I speed up and pass him and look at him with the ugly face? Y'all know how we do. All right, so I was like, man, let me speed up. And I was like, man, I know that they're texting. I know that this person is texting. So I look over, and true story, I kid you not, this man was eating a hamburger with both hands. If I'm lying, I'm flying, okay? This man was eating a hamburger with both hands, swerving from lane to lane. And I was like, dang, that's crazy, man. You all in my lane, bro? I didn't say that, but I thought. I just kept on driving. So today, the thought that we're gonna come from today is stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, man. We live in a day and time where people are always in somebody else's business. People are always trying to do something that ain't got nothing to do with them, man. Look, stay in your lane, all right? So today we're gonna come from 2 Samuel chapter 6, verses 6 and 7. 2 Samuel chapter 6, verses 6 and 7. And in this particular text, you have David, who is responsible for the Ark of God. And the Ark of God was basically a box or a chest that symbolizes the presence of God. So wherever this box was, then the presence of God was there also. And this box was such a big deal that they could not touch it. And if you came in contact with the box, you would die because you were not holy enough to transport the box. All right, so we're gonna work through this thing, man. Super excited about today. All right, stay in your lane. So in the text we have David. He's responsible for the ark, and they were supposed to take the ark to a certain place, but you could only carry it by putting it on rods. And the sons of Levi, okay, were the only people who could transport the ark from point A to point B, and they couldn't even come in contact with it. They actually had to hold it on wooden poles. All right, so they're traveling, and the ark is about to fall off a cart. We're gonna get to why it shouldn't have been on the cart in the first place. All right, so it's about to fall off the cart, and then Uzo, that's his name. We're just gonna refer to him as that boy O. All right, I know his name starts with a U, but that boy O. All right, when you pronounce it correctly, which I'm struggling with pronouncing that thing. All right, I don't want to mess it up, so we'll refer to him as that boy O. All right, that boy O. When the ark started to fall off the cart, O tried to grab it and stabilize it, and then when he touched it, he was killed. True story, it's in your text, all right? Man, back in the day when I was running in high school, I would be running track. Is this event called the 4x4 relay, and that's where one person takes the baton and runs one lap around the track, man. And my coach, Eugene Rogers, AKA the Corsicana Flash, would always come to me before every race and tell me in this voice, AK, I need you to bring the stick around in first or second place, AK. AK, I need you to bring the stick around in first or second. Can you do that, AK? And man, as sure as rain, I would bring that stick around in either first or second. All right, so check this out. What am I saying? Bar number one is you need to know where your lane is. Know where your lane is. There's no way that you can be successful while running on the track if you don't know where your lane is. There's no way that you can be successful in life. There's no way that you can get all that God has for you to get if you don't know where your lane is, okay? So in the text, when the ark was falling off of the cart, that boy O tried to grab it. He should have just let it fall. For real, because that's not his lane. But since he wanted to be helpful, he wasn't in the wrong for wanting to help, but he was wrong for helping. That's deep. All right, so bar number one, man, know where your lane is, man. Sometimes we just get outside of our lane. We be in some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with us. That ain't got nothing to do with you. All right, so look, know where your lane is. All right, and then bar number two is follow the rules. Follow the rules. In the text, it says that they were moving the ark on a cart. That's a no-no. God gave David very clear instructions, and the instructions were, look, that only the sons of Levi can move this ark, and they can only move it by using wooden poles, all right? So what he's saying is you can't put it on no cart and have no animal try to transport it from point A to point B. So David was already in the wrong. David was out of his lane because he wasn't following the rules. And so that boy O has suffered, and he wasn't following the rules either. So you have to follow the rules, man. My mom back in the day when I was growing up, maybe like in 4th or 5th grade, she used to get ready for work, and in the winter it would be so cold. You know, you got to go out there and start your car early. You got to get the defrosters going and all that. And I would sit and look out the window as she got ready to do her magic, put the water on the windshield and do the scraper. It was a whole production. So one day I called myself wanting to be helpful. So I saw her go outside, and I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna help my mama this morning. I'm gonna help her so she ain't gotta scrape that ice off. So I went to the kitchen, I got a cup, I put some water in there. I was excited. I was eager as a beaver, all right? I was excited, and I started going downstairs, and my mom was like, you got water in that cup? I was like, oh yeah. And then I was about to pour it on the window. She said, wait, stop. She said, is it hot water or cold water? I said, oh, this hot water. She said, oh no, son. That'll crack my windshield if you put that hot water on there. I said, oh, snaps. It's rules to this, getting the ice off the window thing? It's rules to this? She's like, yeah, you can't do it that way, because if you do it that way, you're gonna mess it up. Oh man, I don't know where you are right now, but you've been trying to do it your way. You've been stepping out your lane, trying to save everybody. You've been in some business that ain't had nothing to do with you. You just been all out your lane, man. Look, stay in your lane. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Follow the rules, all right, man? God has set some rules out for us, man. It's in the good book. You can read it, all right? Read all through that thing, all right? So, part number 2, follow the rules, all right? They didn't follow them, and you can see what happened. Bar number 3 is read and react. Read and react. That's a football term. Read and react means you read and see what the play is gonna be, and then once you diagnose what the play is, then you react, all right? I was at UTA teaching an on-campus Bible study, man. Wednesday night Bible study, 10 o'clock every Wednesday night, man. It was a big deal, man. We had about 120 people on our roster, man. We didn't have no funding, we didn't have no name. It was just people that was just really serious about growing in the Lord. And one day, I remember, I would never forget this day. I was sitting at the table, waiting on one of my friends to come down in the lobby, and this girl came next to me. I've never seen her before. She sat next to me, and she said, hey, are you the Bible study guy? And me, I was just, young and dumb. I said, nah, I said, that's my cousin. We look alike. And she said, oh my God, thank God, because he is creepy. So I'm sitting there like, oh, this is gonna be good. I said, yeah, he can be a little weird at times. So she just started going in. She was like, yeah, he's weird. He walks around asking people, can I pray for you? And you're going to hell if you don't do this or you don't do that. And he is just really weird. Like, he came to me last week and was just really like way out of his lane. And I'm sitting there because I know she lying. She talking about me. I've never seen this girl ever before in my life. So look, I had a chance to either read that thing or react. So, but I just sat there and I just stayed in my lane. I stayed in my lane. I could have went, girl, you don't know, blah, 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 blah. Man, I ain't got time for that, man. Look, you ain't got to react or respond to everything, all right? That's a bonus bar. You ain't got to react or respond to everything, all right? So bar number 3 is read and react. Man, the text, he ain't diagnosed. He didn't say, man, look, let me see. If this happens, I'm going to die. I can't come in contact with the ark because if I do, I'm going to die. Nah, he just reacted. I don't know where you are right now, but you just been doing a lot of reacting. You ain't been processing. You ain't been thinking things through. You just been doing a lot of reacting, man. Look, my challenge to you today is to read it and then react to it if it's worth reacting to, all right? So look, man, the goal bar for today is real easy, all right? You can be at the right place doing the wrong thing. Woo-hoo! Come on, man. You can be at the right place doing the wrong thing. In the text, he wasn't wrong for trying to save the ark from falling, all right? He was at the right place. He was in the very presence of God. He was in the right place, but he was doing the wrong thing. I don't know where you are right now. You're in the right place, but you find yourself sometimes doing the wrong thing. All right, man, so look, have a great week. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Be true to God and be true to yourself, man. We out.